Hey y'all, apologies for the road noise. I'm traveling right now, but wanted to just share this message. Something that's been on my mind this week, over the past 2 weeks, really. But I onboarded a new client on Monday, and woman-owned business. She's had some moderate success, but has really been struggling to get consistency in her corporate contracting. She's had 2 recent opportunities that she was just kind of struggling with being able to close those deals. And in one of those situations, I'll just be honest, I feel like the company used her expertise and did not give her an opportunity to compete for the work. I won't disclose, the nature of the situation, other than the fact of it was almost implied that she would get business that maybe was not the case. But they did ask for her to put together some standard operating procedures that they then use to create their scope of work to bid out the project. So she charged a very nominal amount to do that technical writing for the standard operating procedures. And her expertise was worth way more than what she charged. And so that was a lesson learned for her. And here's what I shared with her. Nobody's going to value you more than you value yourself. So if you put a low value on your experience, your expertise, and what you bring to the table, they're only going to reflect the value that you put on yourself. A low price indicates low value. That's a perception, right? So we need to be careful as women entrepreneurs, especially, not to lower our value, because no one's going to pay you what you're worth if you are giving them the perception that your value is lower than what it is. So I shared an example with her from an experience that I had 2 weeks ago. I was in contract negotiations with a client, and I knew when I submitted my proposal to them, I was fully expecting to negotiate. I always expect to negotiate. I go into the process prepared to negotiate. And so the offer that they countered with, he called me in advance and told me, here's our rationale for the counter offer. And I heard him out. I listened to what he had to say. And when he sent the document, I told him on the phone, I said, yeah, expect me to counter. I'll send you something on Monday. So he sent me the counter offer. I put together my counter to his counter, and I sent it with a voice memo. And the voice memo that I sent with it basically said that I was very disappointed in your offer, and I can't accept that, and here's why. And I gave a bullet pointed list of the value that I bring to the relationship, and the pricing has to be commensurate with the value. So I sent back my counter offer with that voice memo. Now, mind you, I've got one of his competitors that's already reached out to me wanting to schedule a meeting. So I have an opportunity to either help this person or help their competitor win based upon what I know about them, right? That's the nature of the free market. That's the nature of the competitive industry that we live in and work in. So I say all that to say, don't devalue your expertise, your experience, and what you know you can deliver for your clients. Because if you are valuing yourself lower than what you actually are worth, your clients are going to perceive you that way, and you will never win like that. So that's the word for today. Own your value. Stand on it 10 toes down. And guess what? My counter offer was accepted. So you can win by knowing what your value is. The price is the price. All right? Y'all be blessed. Go win some contracts today.